Hey guys, I'm Azra, and in this video I wanted to give you a little update about my experience on the role-playing server with my fellowship band. So remember the recruitment video? Yes, this is the follow-up video to that one because we have recruited a lot of people, lots of strong players, and I thank you all for joining our fellowship. It's been a great experience so far, and it's going to be great as long as we continue together, grow together, and more recruitment videos will come in the future. For the time being, let's continue what we are doing. I see a lot of improvement, like activity improvement, also the strength we have right now. We are much stronger in PvP than compared to before, and with that being out of the way, let's see where it has led us. So in this season we are playing Lindon. We have advanced quite a lot, as you can see from the map. We conquered a lot of ground. We also have a non-aggressive pact with Angmar so far. It's been reliable as far as I can tell. And the only PvPing factions we have encountered so far is, first of all, Rohan, because they were in our way. But you can consider Rohan pretty much dead in this season. There isn't really lots of people there. But in contrast to Rohan, we are facing a lot of resistance against Gondor. Gondor truly is giving us a hard time. We have been fighting for a couple of days at this pass so far. Let me just quickly go over there. So to the right, this is the crossings, right? At least for 3 days we have been going back and forth and no advancements so far. Let's also see against who else Gondor is fighting meanwhile. So Gondor versus Lindon, that is a sure thing here. But I assume, just judging from the map and what we can observe, Gondor is also fighting Lindon, right? If you can trust the occupation status here. And also to the right, Gondor is fighting against Erebor as well. So it is a tough spot these guys are in, and let's see what size they are. They have also grown quite formidably. Look at this. They advance in every direction if you allow that to happen. We still don't know in what direction the outcome of this season will go. It's still hot PvP going on, and just once more, thanks all who joined our fellowship for this season. Let's continue the pace, and also a special shout out to one of our special PvPers. His name is Exiled Lord. I will also show you a PvP report from him. And also shout out to all of these PvPers like Harley, Alcus, Legolas, Austin. Such amazing players we have this season. YMP, Hack and Slash, and also, where is my... Oh, Petros, a good old veteran of us. He's been playing with us for many seasons. Good to see him still around. But where is that one magic guy that caught my attention lately? Wait a second, it shouldn't be far. Yeah, that's me and my fellowship leader Landon, also quite an amazing guy. He has been experimenting with eagles lately just to see how strong they are, because in this season flying units can just abuse a mechanic where you fly over mountains and can directly target weaker players, or let's say sieging formations. That's quite something. Sniping those is giving you lots of XP while also being annoying to the enemy, that is for sure. But I think there it is. So this is the player who joined us for the season. I assume he saw the recruitment video. Thank you for joining us, buddy. You definitely caught my attention. I saw your formation and your gear, and I was very surprised how good you are doing. So let's check out your gear. Gil-galad with troop boosting gear. That just makes sense. He has heralds in his army, plus attack is the focus here. Maxed out the kingly kin, the bottom R0. Yeah, I get that. And he is also trying to max out the R3 for, I assume, the damage. Just make sure to get high king at level 5 to get the +3 attack. Alright, I'm gonna remember that for my Gil, maybe. You know, like seeing reports like this is also an inspiration for me. Then Gandalf the White. Unfortunately, I don't have him at high respect levels, so that is a no-go for me. But yeah, I get why. It's because White Council, right? And also I see you are going the focus damage route with some stun. Interesting. I would have assumed that people would aim to get White Rider max instead, but we will see in the future how this progresses. King of Man. Awesome. It's his damage dealer, Anduril, Strider, and also make sure to get the level 5 effect from King of Man respect. Small units +7 attack in addition. Okay. And then Isildur being his tank in his formation. So there we have some similarities. I also max out Ring Bearers because he's my main tank in that formation. Where we kind of differ is he's trying to max out Great King after that, while I first max out Last Alliance and then go back to grating. So maybe I could try out this approach just to see where it leads me. Alright, and his enemy has, alright, I like this one, Sam and Frodo as his main tanks. He also has Swan Knights, which just goes hand in hand with this commander. Lovely. You just see he could use better gear and then he will be a much stronger opponent. He's got the talents right, that is for sure. Master of Backhand maxed out. This is insane. Like this commander, damage received by the commander's formation minus 30%. If you get the level 5 effect, you suffer less from the side effect, which is, but it's damage dealt minus 20%. So instead of minus 20, you get minus 10 with the level 5 effect, and even more unit defense with the level 10 effect. And also make sure to get ring bearers, similar to, oh, what am I saying? It is exactly the same talent like Isildur has. Evading is also a great way of tanking the enemy. So let us compare the tanks. While Frodo and Sam aim to tank the damage by themselves, a bit similar, Isildur tries to redirect the damage to himself but he's trying to evade the incoming hits. So that is how he tanks. In addition, he has his Last Alliance skill, right? The Respect 5 skill, which is giving more tankiness to the whole group. So King of Men, Gandalf the White, also Gil-galad, they all benefit from that tankiness. Long story short, Isildur is much more of a group tank, while Frodo and Sam are more a solo tank for themselves. They benefit the most when attacks get directly directed towards them. I think that's the ideal scenario they want to achieve. And having Swan Knights to taunt the normal attacks at least is also kind of okay for that purpose. So that is the analysis what caught my attention directly when it comes to these tanks. Let's see what his Gandalf the Grey does. I assume he is here for the White Council, right? That's what he does. And the Grey for some survivability. Okay. But it is the gear, right? He is also lacking gear, or else this opponent would have been much more dangerous. And a bit of a level difference as well. I want to see the same fight with these commanders, but at same level, and also let's try to have around the same gear. Like the quality of gear should be close to each other. And yeah, everybody continue doing the great PvP. We have such a blast, and another update video will come next week. And even though role-playing servers are kinda going extinct by the week, I still prefer playing RP, and I'm glad to know there are like-minded people like you who also prefer RP. And only time will tell if we are truly going to get extinct in the future, but I fear the game is moving more heavily towards non-RP. Only time will tell what will happen, but I just wanted to say I fear that we are going to lose RP in the future. Anyway, that's it for today. If you enjoyed this one, let me know by leaving a like, consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys next time.